If you don't like the Obama bros, how about an actual Obama? Michelle, the former First Lady, and her brother, Craig Robinson, are launching their own pod where they promised to save nothing but to provide plenty of expert special guests.
Like, are we serious? Are we really going to do this? All right, let's strike up the band. Okay.
Guests and opinions. And the people want to know, Michelle Obama, what is her future? Because last we checked, Democrats are in the desert, they're in the wilderness, and Michelle Obama, she is at the top of the pile. Choice for president. There's really no one else who is more popular.
I mean, being at the top of the pile of trash is like not even like is that really the W? Like I'm on the top of the pile of the banana peels. Like what? Like I'm not even. Y'all know I am not the labels girl. Like, but I seriously cannot think of one Democrat that I like. Like seriously, and that's like for real. That's. I mean, look, hey, in the world of binary, I just simply can't. But I guess we're going to do this. We're going to talk about this, right? All right, fine. We'll talk about it. All right, guys. So thank you for watching, though. And we'll watch Scott Jennings bring some reality to the panel because this is just a bit much here. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Please don't forget the subscribe button, the notification bell, and thank you to every eye that lands on this video. Let's go.
Than her in this party. What's she going to do?
I think she's living her best life. I think she's doing whatever the hell she wants, wearing whatever the hell she wants, putting her hair in whatever shape she wants it.
Why did she have to make the hair statement? Like, I think she's living her best life. She's doing her hair how she wants. Like, girl. Like, y'all still talking about these people? Like, I know, y'all. I know. Let's just watch some. It's just so.
Look, I think that I've always thought that the messages and the shape of a political party come from the people. And when you see those people that are doing impromptu protests, or those thousands and thousands of people that are showing up to see Bernie Sanders speak truth, people who are showing up to Republican town halls and holding those folks accountable, I think that that's where the future of the Democratic Party is going to come from. Folks who think that there's going to be some sort of magic bullet, some sort of magic cohesive message that drops like manna from heaven or from the mouth of Michelle Obama or Schumer or you name it, are wrong. It's going to be about the people. They're going to set the tone.
I don't think the Democratic Party has a problem with the messenger. I think they have a problem with the messaging. I think that people aren't buying what they're selling. People don't want open borders. People want law and order. People want jobs.
I want you to be careful with this law and order thing. I think Donald Trump actually has this press conference he's going to be doing about law and order, okay? And actually I have to find that to actually watch it because, you know, right now what they're calling law and order is infringements. And listen, we could be on many sides of a lot of things, but one thing you're always going to get from me is the inconvenient truth. And I told you I do not trust government. So, you know, I don't need to see something keep happening for me to know that there's a problem here. You know, what they did to the J6ers with the Patriot Act and things like that, and what they've done to Muslims with the Patriot Act, yes. It's still the same Patriot Act, and it works for everybody the same way. So I'm always making sure to stay aware of it, because it is still here live and in living color. And it, in fact, was a Republican Speaker of the House who made sure they pushed for the FISA court warrants to be renewed, you know, to be renewed so that they can surveil us without any kind of like prior knowledge, you know, or having to actually prove that we're a real threat. So, okay, let's get back to this, though, because to be honest, I don't know what any of this has to do with Michelle Obama's podcast. Like, you're talking about the people. You see how Anna Navarro could not even back up Michelle. She said, girl, do your hair and let me pivot to something else.
They want economic development, and I think basically that's why President Trump won, and I think that's why we held the majority in the Congress. And I think that basically it's not their messenger, it's their messaging.
Although there
People
are
don't
fewer
like their
people
message.
who are better at being the messenger and the message than Michelle Obama. I mean, she just is a better communicator than most people.
And I think people see her as incredibly authentic because she always is true to who she is, right? And I thought what was notable about the podcast description is it's not politics, right? It's about life, how you deal with life and bringing on guests who are helpful with that. And we live in a time that's very uncertain. People are scared. There's division. And I think there's a lot of need for authenticity from Democrats and Republicans.
Well, I got news for Michelle Obama. Nobody cares. We need Michelle Obama to say something that is going to make us feel okay with how things are going right now. If I give Donald Trump credit for one...
I thought he was going to say nobody cares about our podcast. I didn't think that... oh, dang. Go on. I thought this guy was giving me some good juice here.
thing. He completely deprogrammed the right. He deprogrammed them. He reprogrammed them to speak to their constituency in a way that moves the people. There's got to be somebody that does that for the Democrats.
Constituents.
Michelle Obama is the most trusted voice on the left by far. It's malpractice if the people that are wondering and uncertain about the trajectory of this country don't get something out of her podcast. She's got to do it. I don't like it. Just another lifestyle podcast.
She can't stay out of it. She can't just
stay out of
like
it.
She's making money and
Can't stay
having
out of
fun.
We all are sort of all, it's like programmed to talk about how great she is and how smart she is. I mean, she campaigned a lot for Kamala Harris. She was a key speaker of the Democratic National Convention. Barack Obama was a key strategist for this whole thing that happened last year. And yet somehow Donald Trump still won. So I'm rethinking the premise of that she's the answer to the future, or that any politician is the answer to the Democratic Party.
Honey,
She's not a politician.
she's so
really?
good that Melania Trump stole her speech.
I'm sorry, what?
She's so good that Melania Trump plagiarized her speech, or do you not remember?
And you like her,
at the
Scott?
Republican convention.
Scott, you like Michelle Obama?
Yeah, I think she's fine,
There
but
you
I'm
go.
just after the
Fine.
and I think I thought she gave a wonderful speech as far as convention speeches go. I'm just looking at what happened last fall. The Obamas helped engineer Biden's ouster. They put in Harris. They sort of ran the campaign. She campaigned for him, and it was a total failure.
Well,
I'm just wondering how good they really are.
I think
that might
people
be
like her
exactly
because-
why she is staying out of it.
I think people like her because she's
knows that there are
conducted herself
limits
with great
to it.
dignity.
And she will-
since she has left the White House, and I think people on both sides of the aisle appreciate that, even though that she's partisan.
I think that you
As a
guys
Republican-
are just afraid to talk about Michelle Obama the way that she should be talked about. My God, it never fails. The eyes are always closed. You know, to ask Scott, like, oh, well, what do you think of her? Do you like her? Yeah, I like her. I think she speaks just fine. Let me tell you something. I can't stand the Obamas, okay? Like, I don't think that that's anything, like, that's not even stunning and brave to say. That's just obvious, okay? Because one thing I hate is my emotions being played with. It's hoping to change, hoping to change. We're going to have a hoping to change. Yeah, we're the first black family and everything, and this, that, and the third, and you know what? Please, okay? Like, I would never take it away from a 90-year-old woman, because I have met these older black women and men who says, oh my God, we had Obama, that was my president, and then I'm not gonna be like, well, he killed Muammar Gaddafi, and so I just be like, yeah, that was nice, wasn't that, Miss Annie? But for me, yeah, Muammar Gaddafi, like, and then Libyan slave trade. Sorry, that is what woke me up. That is what woke me up started really waking me up to Democrats, but like politicians and how they lie. You know, that Obama first term really felt like it was Martin Luther King for the 2000s. It did. That's what it felt like. And I do not, to this day, regret the fact that I voted for Obama, because I had to learn these lessons. But let me tell you something. After I found out what the whole kind of Libyan, like this coup that we did in Libya, and this guy kept saying, we need to get rid of Muammar Gaddafi. And why? Why? Because he wanted to pull off of American money. He wanted to get out of this Rothschild, like IMF, slave debt system, and bring African money together and be able to make decisions on his own. Or I don't know, maybe not have to be under this whole infrastructure that this world is under, that we are under, this Fed system, or maybe, I don't know, maybe because he talked about Israel the way that they should be talked about. So he had to go too, right? Yeah. Then I found out what this whole thing was really about, and I was like, you should not be allowed on stage to put on a fake Southern accent and tell everybody that it's going to be a hoping to change, and have your nut wife next to you waving. There's a bunch of conspiracy theories around these people that I'm not saying all of them are real or wrong, but please don't, y'all can miss me with the whole Michelle Obama love or whatever. And this chick right here, like, oh, she did her hair. Bye, girl. Bye. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.